Good morning, folks. I'm even sorry I have to do a video like this, but there's always response for response, right? I mean, Lil Andy did make a comment over there at Pinnacle Credit Repair that if you come at him sideways, better watch out, right? Because I'm so scared of 5'5" stack shit. So I see it this way. Again, if you watch the other videos, David from Everything Credit LLC was never part of this until clients, okay, from Pinnacle Credit that were fed up with this asshole being a jerk to them, calling them names, talking shit, and saying he wasn't going to return them and give them their money back when he didn't do anything for them, went to David over at Everything Credit and got some shit done in under a month. And then that's when he started the all-out war of calling David a pedophile, a boy lover, all the things that an immature 10-year-old would do, protected in his ivory wannabe tower, supposedly in New York, which we know is not true. We've proven that already too. Where he took the call from the former shark. He was in New York. Okay. So he's driving around now in New York, apparently showing pictures of Brooklyn Bridge, noises in the background from New York. Look at the hairlines, folks, and look how old the video is. It's such a scam. This guy's a walking scam artist. Anything he says is a lie. And I'll prove it right now too. Two things I want to show you. And yes, because older guys who have traumatic brain injuries, who've served in this country in combat, who didn't have the luxury of mommy and daddy to fortitude to give them properties and money, actually went protecting your rights so you could be a little cockstain that you are, have to wear glasses sometimes, and our TRT, because it drops with traumatic brain injuries. I would expect you to know that because it would take a doctor to know it, a neurologist, and consider the fact that you're a defunct failure for even the contract or certification you got for counseling. So let's do this as best as we can, folks. This right here is Andrew Ngyuen, San Jose, California. And what's most important about this, folks, is if you look right here, okay, these are possible email addresses. So name, Andrew Ngyuen, location, San Jose. He claims he's the CEO. Remember, guys, in this video, the company's Pinnacle Credit Repair, so he's the CEO. Look at this. Look at this one right here. The second email he has, it's personal. It's PAKUAINSTRUCTORANDREW. Somehow Paquin Structure Andrew at yahoo.com. Okay, he's got a Gmail account too. Now, if I go over to here, okay, let's go down a little bit. I want to show you something that's really interesting to me. This is you, okay, Andy, Lil Andy, from the same email address that you have, has the same name right here, but another guy's face. Bald-headed dude with a beard or goatee. Love your content, bro. That guy is a joke, but you're wrong. A double Y don't cost 120K, bra, man. You're being too generous. Seriously? A CEO who has shitty-ass content, okay, for a guy who's a millionaire, a guy who supposedly answers his own phone, yet to a company that he claims he has so much business coming through, a guy who violates the law by charging anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 up front because he had to raise his prices, is breaking the law by doing so and by not getting any credit repair done at all, continues to act like this. So who would you give your money to again? Because I'm so confused about it. I really am. You talk about incels. Here's incels. Have you ever listened to a Jordan Peterson all the way through? Incels' demographic target group is 15 to 25 years of age, maximum 31. And incels are incelibates who basically, by not choice, are forced to be celibate because of who they are and structured the way they live. You talk about what a woman wants. Everyone in this group has a wife, has kids, or has had a wife. You're the only one that's single walking around showing everything that you have, but I don't see girls tripping over you, bro. I don't. And you're flexing so hard in the elevator, just like, oh, look at me. First off, get some vitamin D because you look like you glow in the dark. Two, you're having to flex in the elevator. If you're such a badass with what you do, how come you're not taking the stairs? Just saying, I take the stairs everywhere. Keeps you healthy, right? Stop acting like Andrew Tate. I'm going to tell you something that's pretty interesting that I got right here from a very, very wise man. Females are attracted to all kinds of things, and they are more self-sustained today than they were and ever been. They can be attached to you by your status, personality, character, your values, your morals, your goals, your ambition, which you really have none. It's all fake. How many times have you seen a drop-dead gorgeous woman with an overweight man? I have a lot, especially where I live. I have many times because love cannot be defined by who you are or the way you look. Lil Andy, you need to grow up and stop your bullshit. You don't realize that you're violating the law. I mean, everything you start, you can't stop. Point in question. Where are the cops and the SWAT teams taking down David for his serious felonies of the federal government? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Where is this amazing $1 million deal that they're tracking down so hard to do from the former shark that you can't seem to close or don't want to advertise to be closed? And when you make a comment by saying the best comeback to when someone says you're egotistical or narcissistic, tell them they have low testosterone, says the guy in a $5 tank top that he can't even fill. What do women really want? I don't think it's you. And I'll tell you why. Women like to look at the subject matter and study it. You're a pompous prick, and when you take pictures in front of Mercedes-Benz that you don't own, you have 3 different Facebooks, it's questionable. When you have 4 different names, it's questionable. When you talk shit to your clients like you claim this Karen from California who was disingenuous when she calls you, which I know you're full of shit, but regardless, let's just play with it if it was so. You as a CEO are talking down to a potential client, a customer, that you don't even know. How do you know you're not being tested by a millionaire that wants to invest in you to see if they're investing into someone who has worth and value or they're just investing in an asshole? Folks, don't give this man your money. And the fact that he's raising prices for his time because he's the CEO, that's like me saying that I'm the fucking CEO and president of badassmotherfucker.com. I own 2 businesses and I don't even pick up the fucking phone, and I apparently don't make as much money as you do, but it's not hard to go to an ATM for me to pull out $2,000 out of the ATM and count $100 bills in a row for 4 seconds and go, haha, making money. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. The reality is that a good man in Georgia, not living in a double wide, in a real house, owning 2 properties on that, is living the greatest life ever. You know why? Because he's with his family, his beautiful wife, his beautiful kids. Whatever you think about David, this man's heart, you can't even fucking touch. You have so much fucking coming out of you think his beauty is not, as ugly as fuck. Your soul is black as can be. And you're going to keep these videos up? So are we. And I warned you, Lil Andy, there's a bigger one coming. The exposure is going to be so huge, you're going to wish you could crawl in a hole and call Amazon to send you a box of razors so you can end it. I'm serious, man. You are just literally a low down, dirty piece of shit. I just proven you're a fraud. You're commenting on your own YouTube videos from your own email. Folks, and he takes a picture of another guy and posts it on there so it's someone else talking. It's him. He edits his own comments. It says it right there. One last one was edited, which means he's reading the comments that he wants to post and the ones that don't. God forgive me for saying this. I know the Crusader, the secret, be pissing me right now, but Mike was a more worthy opponent. Mikey was a better opponent. He literally had quality in his videos. He knew how to not react to shit emotionally and hyper emotionally. He knew how to deal with it. There's nothing worth of you as a man. Men don't do this to each other. And it's funny that I gave you the offer from the beginning, come to us, talk to us, and you didn't. And that's what saddens me. So with that being said, folks, I'll put down in the description a contact Everything Credit LLC. I hope you do that, reach out, look for the best results that you can. Take care and God bless.